Welcome, Geminis. This is your May 18th to May 24th reading, and what you have that's impacting you the most from an astrological perspective is going to be when the sun enters Gemini on May 20th, so into your sign. With the sun illuminating your sign, it's your time to shine, basically. So there's this focus on self-expression and pursuing activities that align with your personal goals. So happy birthday, Gemini. This is wonderful. So let's see what else we have. We have the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like you are releasing some pent up emotions that just haven't been helpful to you, that you feel like you wanting to get past and move beyond. This is also about you in moments of difficulty, finding the strength to persevere and also staying positive in those moments of difficulty and challenge. Okay, so it's really about in those times where there are difficulties, like choosing the attitude and feeling how you want to feel. Okay, so getting out of that lower vibrational type of energy and replacing it with more positive energy. We also have the Knight of Swords here, and you taking really a direct approach with that and allowing yourself to do that. And sometimes this is easier said than done, but if you're able to recognize those emotions and those feelings as soon as they're coming up and separate yourself from them and view them as an observer, the quicker you can do that, the quicker you're able to recognize, like, okay, this isn't how I want to feel. This doesn't align with who I authentically am. And you can start to let them go. You can do what you need to do to process those feelings and let them go. So we also have the 7 of Pentacles here. Okay, so you may be feeling a little like, okay, I've been doing this, I've been trying this, like things aren't happening as fast for me as I would like them to. In these moments, like, this is really a great opportunity for you to recognize the progress that you've made so far and be proud of that. And be appreciative and grateful for that. And let that motivate you to continue going. And even when you are thinking of times where you were successful, you can identify what you did to be successful, and you can do more of that as well. So those are a couple of things that you can do when you are having those times when you're like, just throw it all away. Like, it's not what I want, so just throw it all away. Okay, we also have the 8 of Pentacles here, so that's more. So this is you, like, reaching fulfillment, reaching happiness. However, there's a process you're going through. There's a journey that you're going on. So you recognizing and understanding that, like, yeah, this may not come exactly how I want it or when I want it, but it is happening and this is available to me. This success, this freedom, this contentment, this abundance is available to me. I actually have it already, or else I wouldn't be able to think of it. But I need to connect with that frequency. I need to connect on that level that energy is on in order for me to experience it, to see it, for it to visualize. So this is about you understanding that and really taking that moment to recognize, like, where you are, being truthful and honest about the feelings that you're feeling, and replacing those feelings that aren't helpful, that are keeping you stagnant or just in a lower vibration, replacing those with better feeling energy. So we have the 4 of Pentacles as well. Okay, so if you need to run things through your heart, ensure that your crown chakra is open, so you're running them through there, so you're thinking of things logically, but also run it through your heart space. Okay, so whichever one you may feel like you could do more of to create that balance is what you're being guided to do. Okay. All right, and so we have you seizing the day and making progress on your soul path. So this is you getting back to your true path and what you came here to do and being more aligned with that. So you being more high vibrational on that frequency is helping you as challenges are coming up to get through them rather quickly and to stay on your path. Okay. What else? So we have you awakening the creativity within you and immersing yourself in that world, and also being one with your feelings, like not viewing your feelings as negative or as something that you want to detach from, but knowing and recognizing, like being able to view things as an observer here is what I'm trying to say. I'm getting to it. Just give me a second. So yeah, this is about you like recognizing and using those feelings as data as opposed to using it any other way. It's just data. It's just showing you how you feel. It's just showing you the energy that you're in. So once you recognize it as such and you take the steps to make yourself feel better, you can allow that creativity to come through to you. Okay, so also we have the master number 11. So I am going to make a note here. So I will put a link to the master number 11. And if you're interested, you can watch that video. But there may be some spiritual messages there to help you at this time as well. So let's see. Now let's look at some challenges for Gemini. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so you may just not be feeling as enthusiastic. You may be self-sabotaging in some ways. You may just be feeling a little down or anxious, or just feeling like, you know, well, what am I doing all this for? I keep trying and trying, and things, the abundance is trickling down very, very slowly. It's not happening fast enough, or it's not happening how I wanted it to happen. So you may be in that energy here, and that's going to come up as a challenge for you. We have the Seven of Swords here as well. So also just, you may be like wanting to change things or make adjustments rather quickly, as opposed to like letting things play out and allowing yourself to have the full experience and adjusting things along the way. So when we say like, oh, just, you know, and I'm not saying that you can just like switch and just feel better. You know, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like when you are in that process of like, okay, these are the feelings that I'm experiencing and feeling. Just as the sooner that you're able to get yourself to either a neutral place where you have no opinion, you're not defining that energy, the sooner you can get to either that place or replacing it with better feeling energy, the better off you're going to be. So the sooner you can get to that space and you're able to do that, it's gonna make a difference here. Okay, so I think that's what I was trying to say here. All right, so we have the Eight of Wands here as well. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely about you taking quick action to relieve yourself of the energies that aren't helpful. So as this is coming up as a challenge, that may be something that you want to on, like, okay, you know, if I'm feeling this particular way, if I'm feeling anger, if you're able to detach and view that, and you can see it from different perspectives and different viewpoints, and then you can process it, do what you need to do with it. Identify the lessons that it's teaching you, like why you're feeling this, what energies is that bringing about, what adjustments and changes do I need to make myself feel better and to feel like I'm more aligned with my authentic self and I'm back on the path that is for me. So this is about you making those adjustments quickly as you can, as quickly as you feel comfortable doing. So we have the Eight of Swords here as well. So yeah, it is really a strong sense here with these eights of you calling in spirituality. Okay. And also taking inspired action towards your goals and towards your desires. And doing that in a positive manner, in a positive place, and allowing that to come from positivity and unconditional love. Okay, so you want to feel good as you're taking inspired action. So also with this Eight of Swords, you may be feeling a little bit of lack. You may not be feeling as confident. You may not be feeling as brave here. And we're going to look at some more cards and get you some more guidance on how to address that. But here we're just kind of looking at some challenges that may come up for you. We also have the Ace of Swords. So yeah, you may also need to be honest here about what's happening and what you're going through and the belief systems, the thoughts that you have, the traditions that you have. So it's time for you to see clearly what there is to see beyond just the physical realm. See different realms, as well as seeing these philosophies and belief systems that you do have and these strategies that you're holding on to. And identify, is it truly for you or not? And doing that from an honest perspective, an honest place. So let's see. Oh, you know what? Let's go here for any other fears, challenges. Okay, not enough. Yeah, just feeling like a sense of lack. Like, can I do this? Am I strong enough to do this? And there may also be a feeling of just expecting that you being connected with Source is going to somehow just resolve everything for you. But we know that, yeah, you're connected and you're receiving guidance, you're receiving those messages, you're being divinely guided. However, there's also inspired action that you will take as part of your contribution to things. There's also energy that you can display, that you can share, that you can provide to the universe, that the universe is going to provide back to you. So it's not just about divine intervention coming through and making you happy. No, this is about you identifying what it is that will make you happy from an honest place, and then taking inspired action toward those things that make you happy. And that is showing the universe your energy and the frequency that you're on. And then it'll respond in kind, and it'll show you where you're at and what level you're on. And that's totally based off of your thoughts, your beliefs, and your actions. Okay? Let's see, what else do we have here? So let's get some subconscious fears. Okay. All right, so you may be feeling a little hopeless, a little like, can I actually accomplish and achieve these goals? Do I still want to be working on these things? Okay. You may also be feeling a little bit of discontent within and feeling like maybe you need to do more self-care practices. You need to more deeply connect. And you may have a little bit of fear out of that. So I don't know if this is fear of you expanding your consciousness and coming into additional knowings and raising your spirituality and frequency. So I don't know if it's a fear there, or it's just a fear of, yeah, I don't know. So it must be that for some of you, because what else I was going to say, I lost it. So that must mean it may not be as important here. Interesting. Okay. If I think about it, I'll come back to it. But wow. Okay. We also have transformation here. So you may be having a little bit of fears here surrounding your growth and transformation and your evolution. Okay. And no worries, like I said, we're just kind of pointing out some things, but we'll get you some guidance and messages of support here. Okay, so we also have the Page of Swords. So I feel like, yeah, you being honest and you embracing change and you continuing to focus on your dreams and your goals and continuing to go within and connect more deeply within is what is going to counteract all of these things here. Any of these negative, low vibrational feelings that you're feeling, you can take those steps to counteract that. And we're going to get you even some more guidance here. So let's move on to that. So what potential outcomes do we have? Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles here, like you sowing seeds And I love this because this is like body, mind, and soul here with the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups coming out. So it's telling me that you're working towards creating that balance between the physical realm and the spiritual realm, but also like body, mind, and soul. Okay, and that kind of means the same thing, but you know what I'm saying here. So we have you working towards emotional fulfillment and balance, as well as balancing the material things in your life, your resources and your finances and your relationships as well. So we have you creating more balance here. So you taking steps towards your goals and really focusing on positivity and being optimistic is resulting in so many rewards and blessings and benefits in all of these different areas in your life. So we also have the Five of Wands here. Okay, so we are seeing still some contrast here happening. But with that Five of Wands, it's just you may, as you're going through these struggles, as you're having contrast, there's definitely going to be victory out of that. So just be aware that you're going through a process here. You're going on a journey here. So it's not going to be all fun and games. It's not. But you can adjust your perspective of things, and you can keep things as positive as you can, and you can extract positive meaning out of these situations and circumstances that you're going through, because again, we do have victory coming out of that. But it's just the journey and the process of you getting there. So what else? So we have the Queen of Swords. Wonderful. So you are seeing very clearly, you are more deeply connected, and you're going within here. So I'm speaking a lot about the truth here, and I see that it's coming out here. So you get it. You got the message loud and clear. Okay, and that's what's leading to your victory and your success, being truthful and being honest. Okay, wonderful. So let's see, let's get a couple messages here. What other guidance do we have? Like your cognizance. Okay, so your inner knowing. You know already everything for you, everything you need to do is all within you, and you know that. Okay. And this is about self-preservation here, and you connecting more deeply with spirit. So we've given those recommendations here, but it's just coming out as confirmation. So if you were paying attention to that, yeah, it's right here as well. Focusing on your health and your well-being and your connection with source, as well as that inner knowing and trust that you have the answers, and that the messages and the guidance that you're receiving here is the truth, and it is for you. Okay, so let's get one more, since I was going to go there. Let's get one more. So we have materialism and psychic debris here. So yeah, you're definitely being guided to let go of things that aren't serving you. And even this could be in your cosmic field here. So it could not just be in the 3D, but it could also be in, so for instance, I'll give an example. If you are psychic, if you're allowing like energies to come and you're communicating, so you have clients, but you're not asking them to leave, you're not clearing your space out and saging and doing those little routines and practices that you do to keep your space and energy clean, like that's what this is referring to. So that's just an example, and you can apply it to however it aligns with you and resonates with you, but you're just being guided to keep your spiritual air clear here. Okay, and do whatever practices you need to do that are going to support that. Okay, so let's see what else. Let's get a couple more here to close out. So, limiting belief systems. Yeah, those programmed beliefs that are not true. And you're being reminded, don't be controlled or fooled by the outside resources, and that fear is a sign of illusion. And open and free your mind from all of that. I release as Scorpio. So that is more guidance for you to let the things go that are not true. Don't subscribe to any thought patterns, any belief systems, any traditions, any standards that don't fit with who you authentically are. If you need to call on some of these Scorpio attributes and characteristics, like your passion for what is true and what you believe in, your resourcefulness, your loyalty, and this would be to yourself, not to belief systems that we're talking about you detaching from here. This is loyalty to who you authentically are and who you know you came to be. Because I feel like that may be a little bit different than the status quo or from what you've been taught as tradition, as truth. Okay, so this is about you going against the grain here and being your authentic self. And just be aware of some of those characteristics or traits that can come out, like just being overly emotional and mood swings and being overly protective and clingy, passive aggressive even. So if you want to pause and down through some of these negative qualities, negative energies that have the opportunity to present themselves during this week, so that you are aware as they come up and you can adjust at that time accordingly. So it is here. All right, Gemini, so those are the messages I have for you. Let me know how this resonates. Have a wonderful week. Happy birthday again. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.